Well, Mario came back hard this year after a pretty mediocre 2022. Mario movie was actually good, unlike that live-action abomination from the 90s. We're getting a 2D game with so much personality injected into it with Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and we're getting a full-blown remake of Super Mario RPG. I'd say this calls for celebration, and what better way to celebrate than with a Mario Party? No, that one's too good. There we go. Why hello there once again, everyone. I'm Luke. So, Mario Party. That's a pretty neat series. 8 virtual board games across 3 consoles made by the company Hudson Soft before it got absorbed into Konami. And also Mario Party Advance, I guess. And then ND Cube took over and Mario Party got bad. But chances are you know that story by now. People didn't like Mario Party 9 and the games that followed. Mediocre main entries on Wii and Wii U with mediocre 3DS games sandwiched in between, the last of which being a massive missed opportunity. Less than a year after Mario Party The Top 100 released on my birthday as some kind of cruel present, it was time for E3 2018, where out of nowhere, a light at the end of the tunnel arrived, releasing that very same year a normal Mario Party game, for the first time in 10 years. And so, in October, Super Mario Party finally arrived. Because Mario Party, of all things, always needs a story for some reason. Mario and friends are arguing and they decide to have a Mario Party to decide who the true superstar is. Where have I seen that before? To change things up from previous games, Bowser and his minions are all joining the party too, instead of Bowser just ruining your life like he does in all the other Mario Party games. Toad, Toadette, and Kamek are chosen to be hosts for the party, and the game begins. So, a bit of a change from the previous games, the character roster is massive now. Not only do we have a large majority of the main Mario cast, but we have Bowser and his minions playable too, marking the first time Bowser's been playable in a Mario Party game. Besides that one, you get to pick your characters and you're off. You also have this weird high-five mechanic that exists for some reason that I swear is in every mode, and it's so pointless. So once the party started, you get introduced to a hub area of sorts called Party Plaza, where there's actually 5 main modes in total. Mario Party, which is exactly what it sounds like, Partner Party, which is a different take on Mario Party where you have to work with another player to win, River Survival, which is a co-op mode where you use the Joy-Con's motion controls to row a boat across a river to make it in time, Soundstage, which is basically just a collection of rhythm-based minigames involving moving the Joy-Con at the correct times, and Challenge Road, which is a single-player gauntlet of almost every minigame. Full completion of each mode will grant the player a gem, and gathering all 5 gems apparently makes someone worthy of being the superstar. There's also some other side options, but I'll talk about those later. For now, let's get started by taking a look at Mario Party. It's Mario Party. It's actually Mario Party. No car gimmicks, no linear straight boards, no random code scramble. It's just Mario Party. And after everything that happened from Mario Party 9 and onwards, that's just amazing. The premise is simple. 4 players roll dice and run around a board while grabbing coins to try and purchase stars, playing a minigame after all 4 players have rolled. Whoever has the most stars at the end comes out on top. To go a bit more in depth, you've got a bunch of spaces scattered across the board that all do different things. Red and blue spaces take and give away 3 coins respectively. Happening spaces make various events happen depending on the board. And item spaces can give you a random item. You've also got the shop space and star space, with the shop space letting you buy items, and the star space letting you buy stars from Toadette for 10 coins. Honestly, I think it should have been 20 coins like the other games. There's only 1 star space at a time, and Toadette moves somewhere else every time a star gets bought. You can also choose to not buy a star, and Toadette will question your stupidity. The lucky space is also here, which spins a roulette for something good to happen, as an opposite to the bad luck space, which spins a roulette for something bad to happen. It's basically this game's version of the Bowser space from the old games, since Bowser's playable now. In addition to the Versus space, which puts you in a bad version of the dual minigames from old Mario Party games, there's also the Ally space, which gives you an ally. I'll explain more about those after about 7 more sentences. Of course, you can also use items to help yourself or harm your opponents. You've got a poison mushroom that decreases your opponent's dice roll, or a custom dice block that lets you directly choose a number to roll, placed in the slow dice of all of their games. And a golden pipe that warps you directly to the star, and this thing is way too cheap for how good it is. You can head over to Lakitu, who will steal coins or a star from your opponents. He basically replaces Boo from the old Mario Party game, since Boo is playable now. Also, fun fact, this game has a tier list, since every character has their own special dice block with different numbers in addition to the base 1 to 6 dice block. So picking a character actually has strategy now. Remember how I said I was going to mention allies again? Let's do that. This is a returning mechanic from Mario Party Star Rush, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. You collect allies and can use their special dice blocks, with a max of 4 allies per person. There's even special ally minigames, where your allies will help you. The thing is, your allies roll dice too, and you have no control over that. If you're just trying to go as far as possible, that's great. But if you're trying to land on a specific place, and you have allies, sucks to be you. Also near the end of the game, Kamek will turn the bad luck spaces into super bad luck spaces, with worse stuff on the roulette. It's pretty funny when Bowser lands on one of these spaces, since you can just see Kamek panicking in fear of having to punish Bowser. For this party, we have 4 boards to play on. Each one has its own gimmick. All these gimmicks come from older, better boards. Whomp's Domino Ruins has these paths blocked by Whomps, and if you pay them, they'll move to the other path. The Happening Space can also move with Whomps. King Bob-Omb's Powderkeg mine has a counter in the center. Every time a Happening Space is landed on, the counter goes down by 1. If you're in the center of the board, when the counter hits 0, King Bob-Omb will blow you up. Mega Fruit Paradise has you travel between 4 islands. Then there's Kamek's Tantalizing Tower, where the price of the star changes every time someone buys the star. Beat all 4 boards and you get the Gem of Tenacity. 4 boards. That's kind of a small amount. I personally believe 6 boards is the perfect amount for a Mario Party game, so this is not enough boards for me. And even then, they're all grid-based here. A lot of people complain about this, but there is a good reason they're like this. Wait, the reason must be more like Star Rush. There is a reason they're like this. Partner Party. Oh, also you get random bonus stars at the end of a game, which can completely change the outcome just because someone happened to get the specific ally the game did that time around. This is a bit of a different mode. It's similar to normal Mario Party, but the entire game is a 2 versus 2 match, where you and your partner share coin and star totals. This mode is why the boards are all grid-based. Every individual square counts as a space in Partner Party, in a very similar fashion to the gameplay of Toad Scramble from Mario Party Star Rush on the 3DS. As you can probably guess from what I've said, all of the boards in Partner Party are the same boards that Mario Party uses. Also, due to the grid system, there are spaces that do literally nothing. And there's invisible bad luck spaces to add a little bit more luck-based fun to it, I guess. So to end off, you'll actually steal coins if you cross an opponent while moving. Beating every board in Partner Party will net you the Gem of Love. So this one's kinda neat, since it's the only mode in the game to be co-op, which isn't really something you normally see from a Mario Party game. You're all in one vehicle, this being a raft. Honestly, everyone being in one vehicle works a lot better when you're in a raft working together than it does in a certain other game when you're all in a car and still competing. The goal is simple. Get to the end before you run out of time. As your raft moves along the path, everyone has to row by actually moving the Joy-Con. Yeah, as neat as this idea is, I'm not much of a fan due to the motion controls. However, something I do enjoy that brings are the co-op minigames. Playable by running into a minigame balloon while rowing. Here, you have a bunch of minigames where all 4 players work as a team to try and get as high of a rank as possible, being either point or time-based. The higher your rank, the more time you'll get as a reward, the best rank being S. You've also got a bunch of different branching paths for you to argue about which one to go down. Complete every path on the river and you'll unlock Hard Mode. Also, you get the Gem of Courage as a reward, I guess. To help with the harder difficulty, you can get a golden ore from Birdo back at the party puzzle. Why does she have that? I actually really like this one. Soundstage is a simple collection of rhythm-based minigames where you have to time your movements of the Joy-Con with the beat. I love these minigames so much. They're all just great fun. Look at Monty Mole having an existential crisis over having to kill his brethren. It's great. Personally, my favorites are Clearing the Table, where you pull out this tablecloth in time with the falling cups, and Time to Shine, where you have to copy Waluigi's sick dance moves. You play a random selection of 3 of the rhythm minigames. Beating Soundstage once can net you extra difficulties, those being Remix, where you play those 3 minigames twice in a row, with the second set being faster, while hard difficulty is just the minigames on hard mode. Beating Soundstage in its entirety grants you the Gem of Spirit. Challenge Road functions as the main single-player mode of this game, essentially being a gauntlet of all 80 minigames from the other 4 main modes. Traveling through 6 worlds, you have to complete specific challenges in all the minigames in order to reach the end, and get your hands on the Gem of Passion. This also unlocks the Master Challenges, which are harder variations of every challenge in Challenge Road. These things suck, especially the challenge for the stupid pie minigame. Who thought this was a good idea? Your reward for beating the Master Challenges is a sticker. Thank you, Nintendo. That was totally worth it. Get all 5 of the gems and you get this giant crown. Now you're the superstar, yay! What were you expecting? It's a Mario Party game. There's also this extra text to how apparently everyone's trapped here for eternity now. Nice. You can play the minigames individually, play this neat mode where you capture tiles by winning minigames, or do this tournament mode called Mariothon. When this game came out, online mode was combined to Mariothon for some reason. Yeah, this one mode was the only thing with online functionality before they just randomly decide to add online to the rest of the game one day. That was an interesting day. You also have Toad's Rec Room, which has 4 minigames that just didn't fit anywhere else, I guess. You get baseball, shove pixel art into the correct formation, and Shell Shocked from Mario Party 2, but now it's in a top-down perspective. And also this minigame lets you combine 2 switches for a different map. And then there's Banana Split, and this one minigame requires you to have 2 switches just so you can mount them in the right formation to line up bananas. Interestingly enough, Toad's Rec Room here is nothing like the similarly named Toad's Room from Mario Party 10. That mode's role was taken up by the Party Pad. Here you can access anything in Party Plaza, read random advice, listen to the game's music, look at your gems, and spend the returning currency Party Points in the shop. The shop lets you buy half the stuff you look at in the Party Pad. And also stickers. You know how I mentioned that the reward for beating the Master Challenges is a generic sticker? Well, you can buy a bunch more generic stickers to combine in cheap photos. Do I not sound excited about this? Why did I do all the Master Challenges? Super Mario Party is a game that exists. Yeah, that about sums it up. It's not a bad game. If you're playing it, please just stick to Mario Party and Soundstage, though. River Survival only worked with the right group, and Partner Party is just okay, I guess. Challenge Road can also be pretty fun on your first go at it, since these are all decently fun minigames. Didn't even mention how I really enjoy Fuzzy Flight School, which is a motion control minigame that I actually don't hate, and Bumper Brawl, which is basically bumper balls on steroids. Though, if you're debating on whether you should get this game or Mario Party Superstars, just get Mario Party Superstars. It's got more boards, it's got better minigames, so, other than that, I don't really know how to end this video. Bye.